The All-Russia State Television and Radio Broadcasting Company, in short VGTRK, is a Russian state-owned unitary enterprise which operates a large number of television and radio channels, founded in 1990. As of 2010, VGTRK broadcasts its own programs in 53 of the languages of Russia. The broadcasting of the All-Russia TV and radio channels is organized by the Federal Center for TV, Radio Program Distribution, located in Moscow, and also via the regional transmitting centers of the Russian television and radio broadcasting network, forming the terrestrial transmitting network. TV and radio channels from Moscow are delivered to the regions via satellite and terrestrial communication channels. History. On June 21, 1990, the First Congress of People's Deputies adopts a resolution on RSFSR media ascribing the RSFSR Council of Ministers take measures to establish the Committee for Television and Radio Broadcasting of the RSFSR. On July 14, 1990, the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the RSFSR's decree establishes the Russian State Television and Radio Broadcasting Company. The first chairman of the All-Russian State Television and Radio Company was appointed the former deputy editor of the newspaper Moscow News, Oleg Poptsov-Maximovich. On December 10, 1990, Radio Rossi began broadcasting. It first began broadcasting on a radio channel with the first program of All Union Radio, as well as with Malyak radio channel, and the third with the third All Union Radio program. Since the beginning of 1991, Radio Russia was broadcast only on the third radio channel with the radio channel Youth. In the August of 1991, Radio Rossi started broadcasting on the main radio channel, Radio 1, while Youth moves to a radio frequency. On May 13, 1991, the VGTRK began broadcasting television to Russia and broadcasts with the second Central Television program. On September 16, 1991, the second program of USSR Central Television closed, and airtime on the second VHF channel had started. On July 6, 1992, the fourth channel started broadcasting to Russian universities, and broadcast with the fourth channel, Ostankino, until January 16, 1994, and from January 17, 1994, with the NTV channel, and as a part RTR State Television, which had created the Russian universities feed. In February 1996, by presidential decree of Boris Yeltsin, Oleg Poptsov stepped down from the post of RTR chairman despite the protests of the creative team. Edward Sargalev was appointed president of RTR's Moscow Independent Broadcasting Corporation, TV6 Moscow. On November 11, 1996, the Russian university's feed stopped broadcasting, and its airtime passed to NTV. The first satellite TV networks, the RTR TV network, Meteor Sports, and Meteor Cinema, were launched. According to the magazine Organic, it was a worthy competition to satellite operator NTV+, then part of a holding known in English as Media Bridge. On November 1, 1997, the VGTRK began broadcasting an educational channel called Culture. It began broadcasting on a VHF channel. On May 8, 1998, the presidential decree on improvement of public electronic media was created by Information Holding RTR. On the basis of the decree of the All-Russian State Television and Radio Company became the All-Russian radio station Malyak, and the Russian State Radio Company Voice of Russia. In 2000, VGTRK became one of the leading members of Euronews and organized the Russian service of this organization. In 2002, VGTRK acquired a share in Euronews stock. On December 3, 2012, the VGTRK began test broadcasts of the first Russian cinema TV channel, Kino TV. On December 17, 2012, the VGTRK began test broadcasts in high definition with the high-definition TV channel Russia HD. On December 29, 2012 at 2000 GMT, Russia HD started regular broadcasting. On January 29, 2013 at the annual Exhibition and Forum of Television and Telecommunications, RTR announced the merger of 9 digital channels under a single brand, called Digital TV. It includes cognitive, sports, entertainment and movie channels, of which are Russian HD, My Planet, Science 2.0, Sport 1 HD, Fight Club, The Russian Novel, Russian Bestseller, and Dress. On May 9, 2013 at 1500 GMT, the channel began broadcasting a documentary about Russian history, of which had also entered the TV package Digital TV. On April 4, 2014, the VGTRK officially began broadcasting a channel dedicated to domestic detective films and TV series under the name of Russian Detective. April 15, 2014 saw the launch of the official international cognitive entertainment channel IQ HD. Operations. VGTRK currently owns and operates 5 national television stations, 2 international networks, 5 radio stations, and over 80 regional TV and radio networks. It also runs the information agency RIA Novosti. The All-Russian State Television and Radio Broadcasting Company is Russia's largest media corporation. At present, the All-Russian State Television and Radio Broadcasting Company comprises 3 national TV channels, Russia 1, Russia UK, and Russia 2, and also broadcasts Bibagon, the first public state television channel for children and youth. 89 regional TV and radio channels broadcasting in all regions of the Russian Federation. Russia 24, Russia's first 24/7 news channel. RTR Planeta, a TV channel operating worldwide since 2002, a Russian-language version of the Euronews TV channel. 5 radio channels: Radio Rossi, Malyak, Cultura, Vesti FM, Unost, and Russia, and a public internet channel combining dozens of online resources. In early 1993, the All-Russian State Television and Radio Broadcasting Company acquired the status of a national broadcasting company. The same year, the VGTRK became a full member of the European Broadcasting Union, entitled to key decisions in the EBU operation. Russia 1, the main TV channel, traces its history back to May 1991. Today, Russia 1 is a leading national channel that broadcasts over most of the country. The channel's audience comprises 98.5% of Russia's population and more than 50 million viewers in the CIS and Baltic countries. The RTR Planeta channel, an international version of Russia 1, is watched in the US, Europe, Middle East, North Africa, and China. Russia TV is a developing company whose broadcasts carry such genres as information programs, TV miniseries and series, political journalism, talk shows, game shows, comedies and other game formats, full-length feature films and documentaries, sporting and political events along with other entertainment. In the past few years, Russia TV has become an active player in film production. Apart from acquiring broadcasting rights, Russia TV channel was the first among the Russian TV channels to launch its own large-scale production of TV films, both full-length and miniseries. A distinguishing feature of the series broadcast by the TV channel is its focus on classics, Screen adaptations of classic works by Russian writers have drawn large audiences and established new standards in TV film production. Films represent about 35% of the total broadcasts by the Russia TV channel. The channel purchases film broadcasting rights in cooperation with 50 major production and distributor companies. The main news program, VGTRK, is the leading information program in Russia. During the previous TV season, VGTRK adopted a 24/7 production cycle with 2-hour intervals, which allows for the news to be broadcast live across all Russian time zones. The VGTRK has been licensed rights to broadcast the World Cup, Winter and Summer Olympic Games, Russian Football Championship and other major Russian and international sporting events. Television: Russia.1 Entertainment, News; Russia.2 Sports, Entertainment; Russia.24 News Channel; Russia.K Culture Channel; Carousel Children and AMP Teenager Channel; RTR Planeta Internationally Broadcasting Channel; My Planet Documentary Channel; Nauka 2.0 Documentary Channel; Strana Documentary Channel; Sarafan Entertainment Channel; Fight Club Sports Channel; Boxing Sport All Russian Sports Channel; Sport 1 First Pay TV Sports Channel; Moscow 24 News Channel broadcasting in Moscow. The Russian-language edition of Euronews named Euronews on Russian language, not to be confused with Evronovosti TV. Russia HD, the best of the VGTRK in HD history channel on Russian and world history. At least 90 regional TV channels in Russia. Radio Culture, a cultural radio. Radio Mayak, general entertainment, current affairs, and adult contemporary music. Radio Rossi, talk radio and regional programming. Radio Unost, mostly European and American pop music. Vesti FM, news radio. Chairpersons: Oleg Popsov, Eduard Sargalev, Nikolai Svanidze, Mikhail Shvidkoy, Oleg Dobrodin.